Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Princess Principal, Episode 3. Now, this, still continuing on, is definitely my favorite new anime of the season. I'm watching a lot, and in general, I think most are pretty good. I'm really liking Action Hero and Cheer Fruits. I really like the first episode of Shikoku no Altair, but I haven't caught up to the rest. I'm loving Tenchi no 3P, and even Hinologi, which was like, for me at first, pretty good, whatever, has really stepped its game up, and I've come to really like it as well. Kakigurui, another one that I thought the first episode was whatever, and has really stepped its game up, and I'm loving right now. But this one, it's my favorite. I really like this show, so let's go through and talk about the episode part by part. Starting off, Ange wants to run away with the princess. So they seem to, and the princess wants to be queen so they can be together. So they seem like they have some sort of really close relationship. I don't quite think it's romantic. I think that's a bit of a jumping to conclusions. They're at least friends. They at least have some serious backstory that we're going to find out at some point. I can't tell. I thought that the princess called Ange Charlotte, which should have been her name, last episode, so I thought Ange was the real princess, but I have no clue right now. I guess we'll see when we get that flashback. But I love Ange later on with all the Black Lizard Planet jokes. All of those are always good, and they get into the club room for the first time. Their goal for this episode, their mission, is to recover some Commonwealth printing plates from a ship, and yeah, I guess that's about it. And of course the ship starts flying at some point. When that was happening, I was like, holy crap, I forgot that it was like airships. I had totally forgot that was the thing here. But there are some negatives I'll have this episode, even though I loved it and even though I'm giving it a really high score, probably higher than it actually deserves just because I really like it. But there's some negatives I'll get into later because of the airship. But we'll get there when we get there. So Beatrice's voice starts getting all staticky and stuff, and we find out that she was a mechanical experiment, making her even cooler, even though I already liked Beatrice. Also, she is afraid that the spies are there to replace the princess, which makes sense. I can feel like a lot of people are going to be saying they didn't like Beatrice this episode, they thought she was too negative or an annoying character that got in the way, but I really felt for her and thought she was a really good character, because the princess is basically the only friend she's had, and she's right to suspect them. She knows that they are spies from another country. She knows that one of them can look and sound exactly like the princess. She has every right to be afraid that the spies are there to, like, kill and replace her, possibly. So I totally get where Beatrice is coming from this whole time. And especially even, like, they're just taking her into this dangerous world out of nowhere, this dangerous world of spies, even if they're not trying to replace her. But either way, we start the ship infiltration. I thought it was really awesome, starting off with, I liked how Dorothy was sneaking around. It was really cool. I love all the characters. That's another thing to bring up. All the characters are great. And that was the point where it took off and I noticed, holy crap, they're airships. I had totally forgot that was a thing in this universe, but it makes it even cooler. So Ange and Beatrice are on board as it goes up, and just their whole sneaking around, the whole thing was really awesome. Airship has a lot of weirdly convenient hiding places and sneaking around places, but you know, I'm not an airship engineer, so it is what it is. So then eventually they get spotted outside, and the villains, I noticed, at first I was laughing, I was like, oh, the villains are bad shots, they're just shooting these machine guns and none of the bullets are hitting Ange. I was like, oh, they're such bad shots, typical villains. And then I noticed it. I noticed that they were on the turrets shooting at Ange when Ange was on the airship. So they were shooting their own airship with their turrets, which I would assume are able to hurt airships. So that's like if I was trying to shoot a shotgun at a spider when the spider was on my arm. It wouldn't be a good idea. That's the best analogy I can come up with at the moment, because man, the villains are really stupid. If not only they're terrible shots, but they're also shooting their own aircraft. So it seems that Ange is overusing the caverite because it begins to crack, And then inside, when they're trying to capture them, they start firing cannons. They're firing cannons inside of their own ship. They are... This is the one negative. The one negative is that the bad guys are severely stupid. They're shooting cannons within their own ship. There is no sort of way I can be convinced that that is safe or according to protocol in any way. Then Beatrice saves the day with her voice. Yay, I really like Beatrice. And we get to the end where they're trying to decide what their club should be, and Anja's funny again, saying they should be sea turtle egg laying enthusiasts. It's hard to say who my favorite character is. I think it's Anj, but Beatrice is up there as well. I like both of them a lot. Beatrice, just because I want to see her do good things, and I'm just rooting for poor Beatrice. I feel so bad for her being experimented on and everything. And Anj just because she's completely badass. And really funny as well. So, yeah, guess that was it. I thought it was a really fun and awesome episode. I love all the spy action type stuff. I don't even know what to call it. Because it's not even your typical necessary action. It's, just the spy stuff I find very, very interesting. It was cute as well. Then, I thought that the setting, again, still great. And the story improved a bit as well. The story was great last episode, continuing on this episode. Hell, even the first episode, the story was great. And the characters, like I said, they're all good. I think my favorite one is probably Anj, but Beatrice is up there too. It's very close. The opening and ending are also both really catchy and unique. Both very good. So yeah, I'm going to give this one 9 cyborg voices out of 10. Like I said, maybe because of the stupid enemies shooting their own ship, which I don't know if you'd call that a plot hole or just stupidity on their part. But I would hope I just don't see how this gets made without the directors noticing, yeah, we need to shoot at her. We need to have the character shoot at her and not realize that they're shooting their own ship. That's the part that confuses me, is I'm like, I think it might be a plot hole that the people that wrote the screenplay didn't quite understand. But I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what to think about the enemies being that stupid. I honestly don't. But either way, like I said, 9 out of 10. Maybe it's a bit higher than it deserves, but I had so much fun watching it this week. Like if you did like the video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of what you thought of this week's episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more. I feel like I totally butchered that. Either way, like, comment, subscribe for more This Anime, Princess Principal, and much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. That is it. So thank you. Oh yeah, almost forgot. We also have a Discord server now. If you want a link to that, just ask and I can give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all next time.